Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Civ 3 World War II. Alright, well, I guess I'm glad we're not fighting with Russia anymore, but I'm also kind of annoyed that our first big ol' engagement was or their first big engagement was with us. I was hoping that Russia would launch most of their firepower at Communist China or Turkey and just kind of clear them out. But that did not go our way. Okay, those Messerschmitts are going to help us deal with... I don't think Greece is going to have anything as far as air defense goes, but Nicosia might. We'll see. The rest of these Messerschmitts are all loading over here into Rotterdam. We're just going to organize our entire air force together in one big old mass, except the Heinkels, which I'm going to go ahead and drop over here. I'll keep the 88s with our main army. I've got enough 88s, or 87Bs over there. I think I wanted one over here, right? Maybe for observation purposes, it'd be best to have one. There's Turkey's battlecruiser. Oh, they have a decent number of guys here. Yeah, I think we're good to keep moving. If a couple destroyers come out of the darkness, we'll kill them. Should also wake up these. Yeah, I didn't think I was done moving those. I don't know why it went back to those ones. Okay. Well, let's start loading up for this. My infantry are going to make up the bulk, but I'll probably have a transport or two full of tanks. Now that all my men are together, it shouldn't be that hard to launch our attack properly. I'll let Berlin finish its current flak. Yeah, I'm going to move them out here. And then it's going back to security divisions. Absolutely, I'm going to be leaving some guys out here. This whole stack can remain. It's going to take us a little while to actually reach Greece. They have a lot of annoying stuff in the way, meaning mountains and hills. Okay, let's wake everyone. These infantry can remain. I'll leave one more as added insurance. All of these guys, go to Dortmund. I'm going to gather my 3 E's at Rostock. I don't plan on sending light divisions or regular panzers up to Sweden and Norway. Although I could use them to attack Copenhagen. I should probably do that. How many do I have here? Just the one. Okay, so this whole stack is going to go with us over to Hamburg. And then the one other one that's there will also go to Hamburg. I'm going to leave this German infantry here. It's just the one. Okay, the rest of them go to Rostock. They do heal up inside transports, but it's not very fast. Okay, now we're to the end. So, got a couple panzers here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, so we're gonna skip his turn right now. Do I have any infantry? I don't have any infantry down there. Okay, and those places have been deserted. What did I do with the rest of them? Oh, well, that's where most of them are. Okay, I'm going to leave 3 security divisions here. The rest are leaving. I'll send 3 down to Athens so that whenever I feel I can safely move a transport around, I can get those paratroopers back and replace them with more expendable units. I'll send one of them up here, so we're good to leave that city whenever. I think these both already have minor infantry in them. That's got a Slovakia. That does not. Okay. The rest of them can all go to Rostock, so that whenever, once we actually conquer the place, they'll come pouring out and act as the garrison. I don't plan to take any motorized infantry up there. I need to get my 88s back to somewhere important. Tell you what, that baby that's in the other room here is deeply unhappy. Babies are kind of babies. I don't know if he can be heard at all over this, but he's been crying for a while. I'll figure out how to properly disperse all of them eventually. I just have too much stuff to move around right now, so I'm trying to standardize a bit of it. Particularly the infantry. I love having a ton of infantry. But, it can be taxing sometimes to figure out what to do with it all. Especially just because you have to do the nitty-gritty of actually moving it yourself. Yeah, you can go here. Okay. Is he gonna counter? Okay, you know what? You're gonna stay at Warsaw for now, actually. I do not trust those infantry. I need to get an infantry up there. Actually take care of that stupid pollution that's just been hanging around. I'm gonna station one of these guys at Antwerp. They haven't bombed it yet, but I didn't think they were gonna bomb Rotterdam either, and they did. It's kind of annoying I can't just build light divisions and minor, like the regular tanks that are less important. Okay, I'll let that one heal up. Okay, I want the motorized. I'll leave 2 German infantry here, taking the Hungarian and the Slovakian both. I did send 3 people down, right? I know I said I was going to, but now I can't remember if I did it. I think I might have only sent 1. We'll see. That'll cover it either way, and if that's wrong, they'll just move on back. I'm going to give these guys some time to heal up before we figure out anything else to do with them, except the paratrooper. He can get a move on now. So I'm going to need him. And 87Bs should be able to reach both Crete and Nicosia from Athens, so hopefully there won't be any resistance by the time we actually get there. And this will give us good coverage as far as vision goes, seeing the entire island. I'm going to have to kill whatever's there, though, before being able to land. They wouldn't put one of those up without a garrison to defend it. You guys get out. Because now we're at war, so they're probably going to use these dudes to attack these infantry. Which, you know, sure, why not? Okay, I think that's about it as far as things I can do this episode. I'm going to pull these guys out of there. I don't think I've got any other Messerschmitts just sort of lying around. I have that one healing. Oh, I got 3 here. They can stay. Cool. Ah, there we go. Alright. I'm just going to try to put a spy in everyone at this point. Nothing on Brazil, which was expensive, I might add. Is it the distance from our capital that lets me see, or lets me actually get a spy in for cheaper or not? I'm not sure what determines that. That doesn't even matter for Greece, but we'll do it anyway. 440. We got it. Cool. There's only a couple we don't actually have now, and they're pretty unimportant. I'd like to know what Finland has, just because they're an ally, but whatever. Greece should have nothing but infantry, right? Where's Greece? Yep, infantry and their ships. And one worker somewhere. Oh, there. Alright. Oh, they're not at war with Italy yet. Right. Okay. It's kind of funny, actually. Sure, go ahead, funnel them all out, right into my land. Makes my job just that much easier. Wow, they're sending everything. I mean, I don't have anything else to use my 87Bs for, so I just hit them with my entire force. Right, America. I totally forgot they even existed out there. Once I deal with Britain, I'll scatter some Messerschmitts and 88s, probably just along these coasts, so that anything America and Canada sends over, I'll shoot down immediately. Okay, just hold out for a few more turns, everyone. More Messerschmitts are already here. I just need to get them in the air. Wow, that was it. Okay, that thing's gonna get away, probably. It's too fast. I could try to see it, if I can locate it out there. That'll do fine. Right, they had a destroyer there, I forgot about that. It's probably going to meet up with a transport as well. If they start sending transports out alone, I am going to sink them all. But it's only a matter of time before they start pumping out King George V's. Either they're doing that to avoid my land as much as possible, or they actually plan to go down around Africa for some reason. I'm not sure which yet. Sure, we'll get out. I don't even know where we are. That's inside their territory. But Italy's not going to attack Greece yet, because they don't go to war until it's on my turn. Is Russia actually going to drop all those guys and just set them in my land and leave them there? Because if so, I am absolutely going to light them on fire the second that we go to war. That is a thing I have seen them do before. They've done it to me before in my Britain game. They did that with a bunch of tanks. They parked them right on the edge of Spain in my territory on a mountain and then just stopped. I hate it so much, because if you kick them out, they go to war with you. Every time. I don't think I've ever seen Russia actually just move when they were ordered to. They always fight. That's what they want us to do. That's what we'll do. They'll lose again. But not until I've put the rest of everything under my heel. I really want to get Britain dealt with before I turn my full attention on Russia. At that point, I should have way more men. I'm going to have this one build a hospital and mass transit system in preparation. On the Greece, not the Greeks, the Greece. Okay. Dornier. I mean, that's enough 87Bs. Yeah, that's enough. I don't like this. Cool. It's interesting to me that they spent the time to actually get a worker in Nicosia just so they could build that radar tower. That was the only reason. I build workers in Nicosia, but I use them to put down a road and then mine on that floor, on that tile. Yeah, see, normally Nicosia is difficult to invade for the Italians if you put something on this square. Like, to keep them from attacking, all you have to do, basically, is have one militia in the city and one on the square, and then their tanks, which are the only things that are actually threatening, can't land, because they can't attack amphibiously. Requires them to clear the way with infantry first, which the computer could do if it wanted to. Italian infantry are terrible. These are mountain infantry, too. 5'8". But, you know, if it's against one hit point, because you bombard them down with your navy first, probably pretty doable. The computer just doesn't even think like that, though. I want to destroy a barracks if there's one in there, and then just keep these guys suppressed. Also, get out. Yeah, what's in their land? Let me see here. Oh, that guy. Yeah, sure, I'll get out. I learned yesterday as well that Gibraltar is still actually a British holding. So when I'm not a student of this sort of thing or anything like that, but after World War II, of course, pretty much every country that had colonies around the world gave up their colonies. Some places still have disconnected holdings, like America, for example, who still owns, or not really owns, but kind of occupies, like Puerto Rico, and I think Guam. I don't know. I don't know if we actually backed off Guam or not. I'm not sure. Either way, most countries still have some. Or many countries do. But for the most part, they gave them up. So, like, pretty much all of Africa, not pretty much, all of Africa that had European control, the Europeans pulled out and just left Africa to itself. India was abandoned by the British, as was Australia, kind of. I mean, they didn't abandon it, but they decided, you know, Australia is its own independent thing now. That sort of thing. Same thing with Canada, and I believe Georgetown down here as well. But Britain still owns a handful of islands around the world that are their offshore. I don't know, I can't remember exactly what the term for it is, but still, they're still their territories. Still under the rule of the British government. Most all of them are islands. Many of them around here in the Atlantic, some of them around here. Nicosia is still theirs. And I was surprised to see that so is Gibraltar. I didn't know that. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot. We have some people that we want to take Corsica as well. You know what? I'm going to do that. This Messerschmitt is going to go up there. That was a dumb move. Now I can't see. Yeah, those ones that were trying to get away from us. You guys go to Gibraltar. Where's that light division? Yeah, you. my minor guys that's on his way. They couldn't have all made it already. Actually, 2 of them. Oh, I guess there's more than one here. I should probably send a 3rd one down as well for Lisabon. Okay, so we're going to load up 3 transports with infantry. Not you. Okay. I think all the rest of that stuff just needs to fortify. I'll take the U-boat. And were there any other tanks here? Oh yeah, those tanks are still healing. Then I can still fit another 6 tanks into the attack force. Okay, got a major transference here, but since we're not in a land-based big old war anymore, it's a lot less stressful. Do I have an airport in Sofia? If I don't, I need to rush one so that I can airdrop those paratroopers in. That'd be handy. Why do I have a guy going up there? I don't remember sending... No, I did send one up there. That was a security division, wasn't it? Did I send one of the SS up there, too? Okay. Let's see what we're looking at here. That's an escort carrier. They can probably see us right now. This should be out of range. That way I don't forget again. Go to there. Want to have everything all roaded up. Okay, that should make travel between these areas that much easier. And now I should see. Paratrooper. Not that one. This paratrooper. Can't fly out of here. Why is that? Oh, because he needs all his movement. Okay, we'll try next turn and see if that gets us closer faster. Wow, those security divisions get a decent bit of health. That was a 3E. Do I have any other of those? Doesn't look like it. I might keep them around as just sort of extra enforcement. Once we're done conquering most of our neighbors. Let's see here. Is there an SS? Yeah, there is. I'll have him move out. The rest of these panzers still need to heal. So we got 2 there. 4, this will be 5 here. And then we just have to fill up 1 more transport after we get 1 more for that. And we'll be good. How many do I have here? They're still healing too. There we go. I'll pull 1 from, well, I'm going to pull 2 from here. I'm not going to need that many to take Copenhagen. I might if all we had was what's in that city, but we're going to have our Air Force helping us too. Yeah, that's plenty. Do I have more 3Es down here? Oh, looks like this is it. I'm going to wake up these guys so we can start laying the ground for our conquest of Corsica. That's weird. Why is there an 88 there? Did I move that? Huh. So I'm taking 1 of each of these guys too. No hands changed up here at all. That's no surprise. The Finns they're a nightmare to fight. They're pretty durable. And yeah, I already checked over here, right? Nothing changed here either. Japan has just slowed to a screeching halt. Yeah, if I had gotten 1 of these guys in position a turn earlier, this probably would have mattered. He could have dropped in, and that we might have been able to get the city. Now, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Even if I got the city a turn earlier, or got here a turn earlier, if there's more than 1 guy in Athens, which, yeah, he's got 9 infantry, so he's probably got half a dozen guys in there. That 1 paratrooper wasn't going to take the city anyway. Okay, guess we try this again. That's real expensive, though. I don't care that much. I'm going to try again on Finland. Still nothing. Does France still have that battleship rolling around somewhere? 2 battleships. They have 1 plane total. But 30 submarines. Somewhere. And somewhere is making marines, apparently. I don't know where those things are produced. Most all their production comes out of Algeria now, and it's not much. I don't like them having anything anyway. Okay, the moment these light divisions are good to go, they're rolling in right here. We're going to war with Portugal. My Heinkel's should prove more than enough to deal with Portugal. Let's jump over next turn. Interesting. They're still bombing the city. Eventually those things are going to be coming over alone, once they run out of escorts. Yeah, that's going to make things annoying. Dang it. Out of fighters abreast again? Ah, they took out our barracks. I hate them so much. Where are you going? Hello. I at least think World War I battleships can see us. I mean, Spain's ran right over the top of a British sub, so either they just didn't care anymore, or they couldn't see them. It's very possible that World War I destroyers can't see subs, but I thought they could. It's one less stupid unit for me to have to watch walk back and forth. This would be how Italy lost a war with Greece, in reality. Which they absolutely did. Yep, those Russians are staying there. Okay, this is going back to building AA cruisers. Ooh, we got our Bismarck. Awesome. Oh, I wanted to switch that back over, didn't I? I need to get a worker down there around Gibraltar. Have him set up some roads. Okay, I think I have time for one more turn. And now that we have our new flagship, we can barrel right over the top of enemies if we need to. I want to start bombing you guys so bad. But I won't. Oh, right, I moved it here because we're going to be getting ready to attack them. So I'm just going to move all my new stuff over. And I'm going to need some more fighters. Oh, right. They're in range of the 87s. I could bomb those other units out of spite, but there's a chance of us getting shot down if we do. Because even terrible as it is, those destroyers have an anti-air defense. This should slow their city down a whole bunch. I know they can draft and hurry some people in here. Nothing more than militia, but even those are going to be annoying. I only want Nicosia because of its position. So, you know, if it loses all its improvements and citizens, I really don't care. They've got quite a few in there, though. It's the problem with island cities on higher difficulties. I have a lot more 88s than I thought I did. Alright. Gotta get some more in Brest, apparently. For the first time in a while, some of our ships are actually full health. Dang it. Is that an AA cruiser? Oh, it's a Hawkins. We gotta kill this thing right now. Those are a handful. Those are their strongest light cruisers. The strongest light cruisers, just period. I thought it was Southampton's until I played as Britain. Oh, come on. They have a 1 air defense, and there's 1 destroyer left. Of course it manages to shoot us down. Get over here and set up another road. I want to be able to have my HQs move around a bit if they need to. me see here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I wanted to make doubly sure we have enough movement to get right there with our transports. No, I was thinking I'd need a destroyer down at Gibraltar, but I keep on forgetting. Type 9s can see other submarines. We're all going to stay in this stack to protect that Type 9. How many are we looking at here? I think we may have enough to actually completely fill this thing. Yep. Alright, so our invasion fleet is now prepared. I just have to wait for my air force. So here's what my plan is. We take Athens, and then of course we take Crete and Nicosia, which may take 1, maybe 2 turns after we get Athens. Because I'm going to have to take this thing, rush an airport in it, move all my planes down here, and then, you know, bomb them into the ground. And then I think I'm going to move my 87Bs over here and attack Corsica. I might be willing to attack these guys with just my 88s, for the start at least. They're not that threatening. And so I'll park all my 88s in like Berlin, we'll maul Copenhagen on the first turn, and then the turn after that, I'll probably send up my destroyers and we'll hit Malmo. If I can take that, in that very first turn, all of my units are just going to unload right here. It'll be impossible for them to take back, and its position is a nightmare to attack. But it'll work perfectly as a staging ground to take the rest of these. Sweden I'm more worried about than Norway. They usually have more units and they're more annoying to deal with. I'm not sure why. They have the same defense. But the Swedish infantry aren't that bad at counterattacking. So we'll see how that goes. Right, this. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Should have enough to just straight up attack and then fall back. they sent a destroyer all the way up here to escort it, tells me it probably had units on it. That's a lot of Messerschmitts. Guess I really don't have that many over here, but that's a decent number. It's because they keep having to drop out and heal up while the other ones keep fighting. Okay, well I'm moving this 88 up there. It doesn't have to be at Bordeaux if Bordeaux's not in any danger. Probably should send some people to clear out the resistance there. It's the only one with any resistance left. Here, I'm going to send over 3 infantry divisions, and they're just going to slowly work against that resistance and try to break it. Just in case I need to rush something, I want to be able to do that. Okay, so this is going to sail on through. Our 87s should still be able to catch it, and probably the rest of them too, if they're going to keep on coming this way. And next turn we should be free to attack Portugal as well. It's just never going to work. Don't like those British infantry. Everything in here is healed up, though. Let's grab our SS infantry and our Marines. The Romanian can stay here, taking the Panzers. And I'm leaving the rest of the infantry. They're all good. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it. Let's hop over to next turn. That did not take long. Interesting. Their bombers at Suez didn't attack us either. Is that another Hawkins? If so, it's a target. Ah! If all goes well, we'll be taking that thing out too. And that'll mark the end of one of their last battleships. Now, I doubt it's going to put itself in range of our HQs. If it does, we are so just hammering it into the dirt. Oh, hello. A paratrooper. Yeah, they have paratroopers and Marines too, but they can't use any of them. Because they're, locked in where they are. I don't know what you're up to, Russia, but I don't like it. Ah, Pressburg is done. Cool. Build more infantry. You can never have enough of basically anything. I also forgot, I think I need to switch Prague back to its normal production as well. Yeah. Go back to HQs. Okay. So yeah, that thing's getting sunk. And this, let's see, if they follow the same progression, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where they'll end. And then they'll skate on by, probably staying out of the coast, so that I can't get them with artillery. But this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're farther out than my 87Bs can reach. So I think I'm going to use the 87Bs. We'll sink that. Okay, it's just near Arethusa. They'll sink that, and try to sink this, hopefully. There are 4 of them. And a Dornier, actually. So we should be able to accomplish that. All of my Heinkels are going to focus on damaging this, so that when it gets in range of the 87s, we can finish it off. I don't care too much about that transport. It's empty now. This is a return escort. So there's nothing in there of major consequence. We sink that, though. That'll hurt them. Light division, well, at least that one's good to go. I might wait another turn on that, since I still can't devote anything to bombing this city. And we should hopefully have Athens by the end of next turn as well. I don't think I'm going to bother bombing it. I'm just going to roll in and attack with my panzers so I can move my air force in. Now I'll hit it with the 88s. Why not? The 87Bs are going to wait, as are the Messerschmitts, so that they can all pour into Athens afterwards. But I assume it doesn't have an airport. You guys can get out again. Thank you. Alright. Well, I think I'm going to end this one here, then. We're making good progress. We're absolutely going to lock down the rest of those areas in southern Europe and try to get everything under control. We would have already done it if it weren't for Russia's interference, but a couple of major Russian cities, I'll take those. They're at least important for positioning, and I assume he's already rebuilt this by now. Actually, I guess he's getting supply from me, isn't he? Because we're not at war anymore, so this road actually benefits Odessa. Alright, well that's going to be it for this one. If you haven't yet, please check the link in the description for my book. If you like the look of it, give it a read. If you like the read, give it a positive review. Other than that, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.